Welcome to the Know, I'm Ashley Jenkins. Kojima has been not so stealthily Fultoning former Konami employees to add to his new mother base at Kojima Productions, including one of Konami's former presidents, and now it looks like he's added even more talent to the roster. In addition to former artists, directors, and members of the Silent Hill team, we've got word that Kojima's also recently added a couple more game designers, cinematic artists, and character designers from the old regime, but perhaps one of the most impressive recruitments is none other than Akio Sakamoto, who basically built the core of Metal Gear Solid 5's super powerful Fox engine. So if you're worried that Death Stranding won't have the kind of talent behind it that some of Kojima's latest efforts had, well, looks like he's gonna be just fine. Of course, the big question is who will build Konami's pachinko machine graphics technology now? That's the real problem. After a month of rumors, spoilers, and alleged leaks concerning last night's Switch event, it turns out the most accurate one came from somewhere very unexpected, 4chan. A random user on the site put up a list on Wednesday which turned out to be almost 100% accurate. The list didn't include some of the games mentioned during the press conference, but every title it did list, along with some super accurate descriptions, are real games. Those include ARMS, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Bomberman R, the fact that Splatoon was a sequel, not just a Wii U port, 1-2 Switch, and Ultra Street Fighter 2. As for how they had access to all of this super accurate information, the user claimed to be involved with the setup of the European Switch launch event. For the most part, many of the other rumors were pretty much in the ballpark, with a few being spot on and some that were wildly off, like the launch date of Mario Odyssey, for instance, and the reveal of Beyond Good and Evil 2, which didn't happen. As always, we will keep reporting what we hear when we hear it, and we'll continue to advise that it be taken with a grain of salt. Or millions of grains of salt sometimes. Now, forget about red, blue, and green endings or what types of new aliens we'll see in Mass Effect Andromeda. The real question on everyone's minds, and other parts, is who will be able to bang in the game. Mass Effect Andromeda producer Michael Gamble has given just a tiny bit more info regarding that on Twitter. After Christian Steimer asked, in all caps, "Who can I bang?" Gamble responded with, "So many," and the banging is pretty good. In addition to letting us know that you can slut it up with lots of people in this new galaxy far, far from home, BioWare also released some new videos yesterday detailing Andromeda's new ship, the Tempest, as well as the Nomad ground vehicle. Now, considering that they will be your replacements for the Normandy and the Mako, you might want to get to know those just a little bit better. Maybe not quite as well as you're going to know some aliens, but better. Who knows, maybe they'll help you find new places and new things to bang. Remember how the director of God of War promised us a reward if that E3 gameplay trailer got 15 million views? And it did. Well, they came through. On Sony Santa Monica's Facebook page, they gave us our prize, a live performance of the God of War E3 Overture. And it actually sounds really awesome. So, not another new trailer, no screenshots, not a demo, still no release date yet, but hey, at least they did something for us to try and smooth over the pain of waiting. It looks like we're gonna have to go all the way until E3 again for a more extended look at the game, which seems forever away at this point. Or hey, maybe they'll just, boom, release it on Father's Day. Just drop that. I do enjoy playing Sims 4, but you really miss the opportunity to clean pee and poop off of your 2-year-old who you're trying to potty train? Well, have no fear. The latest update has added Toddlers to the game. The developers say to get ready for a lot of cute, heartwarming moments as your Sims help their toddlers to develop new skills through using flashcards, teach them to talk, have a dance party, and encourage them to go potty. And hopefully, like real toddlers, they'll constantly be digging through the trash or trying to stick stuff in electrical outlets or eating stuff they really shouldn't. This comes right on the heels of Sims 4 also getting vampires, which they probably could have just put all that in the same update, right? It's thematically accurate. So congrats, Sims players, you're about to find out why they call it the terrible 2s and 3s. It never gets better. The writer for Batman v Superman has been tapped to write the new Green Lantern movie, so that's exciting. While the 2011 version with Ryan Reynolds was hated by, well, pretty much everyone, Warner Brothers hasn't given up on keeping him in the DC film universe mix. David S. Goyer, who wrote Blade and Dark Knight, along with not as good movies like Ghost Rider and that Batman v Superman, will co-write the movie along with Justin Rhodes. It's tentatively titled Green Lantern Corps and will apparently follow both Green Lanterns Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. Deadline said that the film was described as lethal weapon in space, which hopefully means that one of the Green Lanterns will say that he's getting too old for this shit, and by shit, I mean bad DC movies. Looks like there will be more Princess Leia in the upcoming Star Wars movies. Disney is negotiating with Carrie Fisher's estate over her continued appearance in the franchise, according to BBC Newsnight. That doesn't necessarily mean, by the way, they're planning to digitally recreate her, though the BBC report didn't get into the specifics on what her appearance would look like. But given the way Rogue One brought back Tarkin after Peter Cushing's death, the CG Leia could be a possibility. They did CG her for that movie. It was younger her, but it was still her. Fisher had completed filming for episode 8 already, but she was reportedly set to play a larger role in episode 9 before her untimely death. It's also been reported that Lucasfilm executives and filmmakers have been huddling to discuss how to handle her death in the upcoming movies. So while everything is still up in the air, it's pretty clear that Disney still has a role in mind for the princess, or general, depending on how you feel about it, moving forward. Now, could Deadpool be up for a Best Picture Oscar nomination? Don't laugh it off. The movie was nominated for Best Musical or Comedy Film at the Golden Globes, and since then, it's actually been hailed by a bunch of critics groups. Like who, you ask? Because they're normally always sad movies that get nominated? Well, it won a Critics' Choice Award, was nominated for a Writers Guild Award, and got a nod from the prestigious Producers Guild of America, which means that it has an honest-to-God chance at getting a Best Picture Oscar nomination. Won't win it, probably, but will get a nomination maybe. Ryan Reynolds, the star of the movie, even tweeted a funny for your consideration video rattling off some stats from the movie, like 42 rejection letters it got from Fox and 4 pairs of assless chaps worn by the merc with a mouth. So who knows? In an extremely unlikely event that it's actually nominated and wins, I totally want Reynolds to give his acceptance speech in costume. Right. Alright, that's all the news we have for you today. Let us know what you think of the updates in the comments below, and for more news from every corner of the internet, make sure you like this video and subscribe to The Know. As intimately as some aliens, but better. And who knows, maybe it will have its own bang pads. Find new places to bang. Wait, hold on, I'm gonna back up a little bit. After one user asked, in all caps, actually, by the way, I know her. Yeah. This is gonna be the most awkward roundup ever.